You've all had your ideas. They have all failed. I am king. Not you! Not you! Not you! Me!
BWO. It's been a goddamn ride. But this that old bones. This that fucking mic stand, I'ma hold my phone bones. Yeah. I had an interesting run with these altar calls. But I promised myself I would have to put it behind me because I was doing it too much. I was giving you guys too much God. And now I'm through with God.
No, you're not.
I said now I'm through.
I'll be the one to decide when you're through and when you're not.
Let me go. Let me do this. Let me do it. See, here's the thing. God's will is much stronger than the will of man. It is stronger than the will of any man. The strongest will of man I know is you, Beast Mode Bones. But God mode is stronger. Maybe you were right though. Maybe we had been giving the people too much God mode. Maybe we should give them less, but that doesn't mean I'm gone. No, that doesn't mean I'm going anywhere. Today, walk with me as I talk. Today I've decided. The problem was that I was keeping my powers to myself. See, I will be taking a break. I will no longer be competing in promo competition. But that doesn't mean that God is done. God is still here to save you and to save this division. So I found a few like-minded individuals. If you're out there and you hear me and you would like to accept me as your golden savior, I promise you I will make you great. This is what God does for his children. And speaking of his children, to start off this group of people is not a cult. To start off the devoted, it only makes sense that I would start with the Son of Man.
And I do accept you as my GOAT and Savior. BWO. This is the same BWO who has disrespected me at every turn. The same BWO who tried to call me dry. The same BWO who used me as a laughingstock, who abused me, who turned their backs on me, who thought I was nothing. But that's okay. Because the same BWO who had discarded me, disrespected me, and thought of me as an afterthought will be the same BWO that I will come down and die for your sins. You see, BWO, this time is a tad bit different. This isn't some era of reality shit. This isn't some young gun shit. No, no. My Lord, my promo savior has resurrected me. Has showed me the way. Has showed me the light. And now, I am here to cleanse this division. I am here to free this division of all your sins. Tonight, I introduce to you the only begotten Son, Promo Jesus.
Y'all kept saying he was dead. And it must be the third day. Promo Jesus has risen. There are more to come. There's only one rule in the Devoted. Two rules, actually. The first is that you must accept me as your golden savior. And the second is that if you score less than a 70, you must sacrifice yourself so that the rest of the Devoted may become stronger. I look forward to introducing you to the rest of my children.
Nothing like surprises to close out the year, am I right? Promo Jesus? All right. A good effort on Bones' part, but God mode is stronger than beast mode is what we just learned. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, next month we're going to have our King of the Mic tournament. We've got 8 competitors, and one of those will actually be the person we just saw, Promo Jesus. We also have Hezekiah Littlejohn. We've got the Vagabond. Unfortunately, we got to keep them around. I don't know why they're still here, but we've got Don, Krypton, Joey Ramboa of Mayhem still could be involved somehow. A mystery guest, which I'm excited for this. I don't even know who it is, but we got a mystery guest. The Purge. And I had to dig deep for this. I apologize, but I needed someone. I needed someone to fill in the gap, and we had to call him. He picked up. I was reluctant to call. He picked up. We have King Lamarf. He's back, y'all. So it's going to be something. I'm excited for it. But next week, we're going to kick off with that. 2 matches each week. It's going to be a stunner for you. So we've got titles on the line tonight, as promised, as well as a celebration of our new Promo Division World Champion 1, #DB, greatness of the delegation. So before we do that, DB and I actually have a job to do tonight. I promised Mayhem an opportunity at 365, and it will be for the tag team titles. So myself and DB will be going up against Krypton and Ramboa in just a few. Am I excited? No, but it's the end of the year, so I will put on a show that you all deserve. We're going to see that right about now, so let's head into the action.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. I know that time is of the essence, so I'm not going to take up a lot of your time. Let's just get this meeting underway. Everyone knows why we're here. There have been so many issues in the BWO these last several months, and I just want them over with. So do we have a volunteer? Anyone that would like to make a comment, a concern? Mayhem Poppy, the floor is yours.
When it comes to judging and the scoring and the outcomes, it almost feels like everybody is telling Mayhem and anybody else that wants to come in here, no, we're not going to let you do that.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. I've felt that way since the very beginning. My only objective here was I wanted to make the BWO great again. And that kind of got taken the wrong way. So I hear you. But I'll leave my comments for the end. Next, any volunteers? Buckshot, what's happening?
Because right now, this is the problem with the BWO. Is you keep giving me a 70-fucking-4. You keep thinking I'm an average 74.
I know. The judging has been an issue. How many times have I gotten an 80 when I deserved a 90? Gotten a 70 when I deserve an 80? I'm not looking for a perfect score. I'm just, the score should be fitting and adequate. I hear you, man. I know where you're coming from. All right. Anyone else?
My complaint against Tuck is simple. He's always pitting everybody against each other. You ever notice that? He's always trying to break up factions. You notice that too. He always wants to keep tag team split apart when he and DB Greatness have the tag titles. Ever notice that? That sounds like he's scared. That sounds like he's a punk ass bitch. That sounds like he just wants peace. We don't want peace. We want problems.
The golden era has held on to power for far too long. If the golden era will not acknowledge Mayhem, well, Mayhem will take the crown by force.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been far too long since Mayhem has been at its full power. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right. The delegation has no idea what they're doing.
Get 'em.
They've been acting like they've been running this for the longest, but no. What they need, new talent. They've been taking AT, they've been taking JTM. They need help because on their own, they are nothing. Tuck, you are nothing.
Nothing.
The delegation is weak. And the reason that they need to take the ATs and the JTM is because they cannot stand on their own. DB, your reign will be very short because even here in this tag team, you are number 2.
DB. Now, how do I feel about DB? You see, a couple months ago, I completely ignored you. And you took that as an insult, man. That was a saving grace, man. You lucky that you wasn't on my radar, man. The reason I never insulted you was because you never did nothing to me, man. I told y'all from the beginning, Don Krypton's the man here. Me, I'm here for business. And I had no business with you, DB, but now I do. I mean, look at you. CM Tuck came around, he needed himself a hoe. He got himself one. And I mean, it must be nice to sleep with the commissioner. I mean, look at you. Tag team champion. World champion. You the man, DB. The king of the mids. You had to do that. You had no self-respect. You've been here since the very beginning. And you had to go sleep with Tuck to get your W's. No respect, man. And CM Tuck, you're the brilliant one. You got everyone fooled out here. Like, you're Mr. Nice Guy. You're the Mr. Rogers of the BWO. He's such a sweetheart. He's a Christian. Oh, man, he's so lovable. He's like a little cuddly teddy bear with a huge forehead. But no, you're fake. You're a fraud, man. Every step of the way, you're just cutting people's legs off, man. And you can't do it by yourself. That's the biggest thing. So you surround yourself with interesting people. CM needs DB and AT and JTM. Delegation, y'all alphabet soup. And I'm hungry. Now, it's not just about the tag team titles. It's about everything. You don't belong here as a commissioner, man.
DB, he got where he is because he clawed. No, he begged, he pleaded, he cried to get his way to the top. And guess what? We're self-made. We don't need the golden era in order to be who we are. We don't need it because we're here for tag team gold. That's the reason why we initially came here. And Tuck has put everybody and their mothers in our way. And it will never happen again. The tag gold is ours.
I said it from the beginning, man. We're the only real tag team here. DB is just out here doing Tuck's bidding. It's not real. Icy hot. Dead. Arrow reality. Dead. Mayhem. Thriving and flourishing forever. We are the tag team division. See, the first time we got screwed by a non-existing rule. We ain't making that mistake twice. Run me my belts.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Promo Talk. It's yours truly, the commissioner. It is Tuck and my tag team partner, hashtag DB Greatness, is here to lay down the law. What is up?
Yo ho. Pirates life for me. BWO faithful. It is I am King Byron. Yeah. I'm your champ now. We're having such a good time. We're partying up because I'm the champ.
Okay, King Byron. As you know, we are defending against Mayhem. So what is the game plan for tonight?
Gameplay? No, we're not even talking about that right now. We are celebrating the coronation of King Byron. In fact, thank you so much, Tuck, for giving me this drink. You know, come on, raise your glass. It's time to toast to the champ.
I didn't send you that, but we're gonna toast anyway. To you, King Byron.
Long live the king, yeah.
Now wait. DB, you gotta swallow after. DB! Jesus. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna run this segment without a tag team partner?
Never fear, cause your boy AT the Power Player is here. What's up, Brother Tuck? I know you're surprised to see me, but here I am saving the day once again. But I have a question. What just happened to DB, man? I don't think my heart can take this. I don't think the BWO can take another death, because the death of Mayhem is already enough.
AT, I knew you'd come around, man. Thank you for joining us for what is Delegation's time of need. But let's get right down to it, man. Aside from being whiny and devious, what actually sets apart Mayhem as a tag team?
A tag team? They're not a fucking tag team. They're a nuisance. They procreate and shit out members like New York rats. Ew. Mayhem is the plague, infesting the BWO, and they need to be exterminated. Pronto. ASAP. No Rocky. Right the fuck now.
Rats. And for Rocky, actually, there's a scene of Paulie and a robot, but we're not going to get into the relationship that Krypton and RAMBOA have. Now, RAMBOA, he's always played second fiddle to that lifestyle ever since he stepped foot into the BWO. Wouldn't you agree?
Second fiddle since coming to the BWO? I don't know, Tuck. Some's telling me that he's been playing second fiddle his whole life. But to be fair, when he first came to the BWO, he actually was #1. But that's because Don was silent. Because once Don became this posh, black, British speaking nigga, RAMBOA hasn't been the same since, and he never will be.
Absolutely. Speaking of Krypton, listen, I know you are the mastermind behind poisoning DB, but that is as close to the top as you're gonna get. And I know that you have a second-rate stablemates and you have a second-rate obsession with me, but your #1 cause is still with the judges. And for everyone watching and everyone at home, I think we all speak together when I say move on. Grow up and move on, man.
Listen, I've had my issue with the judges in the past. But like that white-haired white woman, I learned to let it go. And y'all two may think you're coming off as some type of rough and tough people causing mayhem, but the truth is you're coming off as more of like whiny little bitches. Let it go. Move on. Move the fuck on.
Thank you, AT, for recognizing and moving forward. But RAMBOA, Joey RAMBOA, I want you to look at me. Now, you may have beaten Bones, but granted, I've already done that.
Damn!
And you have a stable, but your stable does not overshadow mine. The point I'm getting to is you want to be me so bad. I implore you, when we go one-on-one, I want you to try and take this responsibility from me, because it is so hard to keep the responsibility and the power of keeping up with hard asses like you. It's like shopping on Black Friday, or I'd rather just walk out into traffic at this point. But if you think it's so easy for the responsibility, why don't you take it from me? But tonight, this is the closest you're gonna get to a tag team title run. Woo! And the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, the delegation, we run this. So
Try your best and hope it's better than 82. And for now, I'm gonna tag out.
Damn! Now that's how you end niggas.
We run this.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna give it to you, Mayhem. You did your best. You did your best. That's all I'm gonna say. You did your best. It wasn't good enough. Granted, again, I just feel like you tried so hard. You tried so hard to take out DB, but you forget that the delegation has a third member, and that member is AT, the power player. And with that, we retain, baby. We're gonna finish out the year still your BWO Tag Team Champions. Mayhem, I'm sorry for you. You got a couple more members. Maybe switch it up next time. Try it out. We'll see how that works out. So we've got a member of Mayhem who is off the card. Obviously, they have a lot more members at this point. It's probably 17 at this point. But we're going to hear from the young buck who hasn't been on the greatest of streaks. He caved in to his stablemate, who will be facing off against Bobby Miller later on tonight. But we're going to hear from the young buck. So, Buck, what have you got to say?
It's time I take things to the new level. It's time I leave the young buck behind me. Because the BWO has changed me. Bones likes to say it best. I found my inner nigger. So I'm going to shed the young buck's skin and I become Buckshot. The last bullet in the Mayhem chamber. With a single shot, I'm going to complete that transformation. You're going to get the new and improved Tyler. You're going to get the hair. You're going to get the jacket. You're going to get the same fucking attitude. The same nigger that come in here a few months ago and claimed his own spot. So Purge, you think you have a shot at the king of the mic? Did you see who was actually going to be in that? Are you going to see what is coming for you? Because he's not going to be the young buck, no. It's going to be Buckshot, nigger.
It is obvious some still haven't received the message. However, your understanding is not imperative to our mission. Both Wreckage and Mayhem will fall to us. You may think you can stop us, but it is already too late. We control the wheels of power. Those who were strong enough to stop us have already fallen. The current champions question their own worthiness. Let us answer those questions. No, you are not worthy. If the championships you hold were Thor's hammer, you would eternally kneel due to your inability to lift them. We are not anonymous, we are among you, we are the underground, we are the revolution, do not expect us, we are already here.
Is this Mayhem 3.0? Listen, guys, when I say apply and join the promo division, I don't mean be cryptic and wear a mask, unless it's your gimmick and it's really cool, but I'm confused now and you're acting like Mayhem, but you called out Mayhem, so I don't know, just faction wars, there's another group that does all that stuff. This ain't what we're doing. But welcome, I guess. You didn't even say your name. That's why I don't like that. I don't even know if this is some joke. If this is the return of gas, stop while you're ahead. I'm just gonna say it now. Stop while you're ahead. But the Buckshot, guess he's renamed himself and now he's taking things seriously. And let me let you in a little secret. If you had this energy last week, you'd be in the main event tonight, but you're not. I'm sorry for that. But you know what? Maybe it's a life lesson for you going down the road, seeing that Mayhem has 1,700 members. Anyways, the King of the Mic tournament is going to be from now until March. So it's going to be, you're going to see a lot of faces. You're never going to hear me stop talking about it. So we got 16 competitors. I gave you the first 8, or remaining 8. I'll drop on you right now. So we've got the HNIC. You thought that I wouldn't bring him back, but he is back, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best in the podcast game. We also have a return of God's middle child, Andre Brown. We've got AT, the power player, one half of the BWO Tag Team Champions, Troy Mason and Sean Shoes Owens. You've seen them kind of go at it. We also have Apollo. Apollo is going to be in it. Hopefully his gimmick is serious. I don't know if it's going to be the Sarge. I don't know who it's going to be. But ladies and gentlemen, Apollo is back in the building. Will he win or not? I don't know. And finally, my former close friend, one also member of Mayhem, Deesh Punjabi Papi. I don't know why you turned, man. I don't know why you did this to yourself, but I hope we cross paths because I'm not going to go easy on you. You dropped the ball. You dropped the ball of friendship. We had a thing and you dropped the ball. But I'm excited. I'm excited. 16 competitors, including me. I don't know how I got in there, but Lamar's in there, okay? I got to do what I got to do. So starting next week, I will tell you those matchups at the end of the show. But right now, we're going to have our main event. The TYS Championship is going to be defended. The reigning champion, defending 3-time TYS champ, one Iceman Bobby Miller, will be taking on a different breed. Again, a member of the Mayhem Members Club. A different breed, the Vagabond. And I'm excited for this one. They've gone toe-to-toe before in a fatal 4-way, and they've also faced off one-on-one, but this is going to be dangerous. Is going to be different, and I'm excited to see who comes out on top. So without further things to say, let's send it.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is your boy, Tommy G. Esquire. You haven't seen me since my debut as Spooky Scary, but here's the thing. When the reception for you was so loud, they'll be pulling you everywhere, doing everything. Without further ado, let me introduce to you my boy, the different breed, the Vagabond. Come on in, kid, we're all waiting for you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the show is about to start, but before I start the show, let me thank my good friend Tommy G. Esquire for that rousing introduction. You have talent. I want you to compete here. Stick around. Everybody here is going to love you. Right? Right. Bobby! Good old Bobby Miller. How's it going, man? How's it been? How are you doing? You still feeling better? Oh, is that hole in your chest still there? You know, the one left behind by Mr. BWO? Oh, it's definitely there. The wound is still fresh. I know you're still sad deep down inside. Because you haven't changed one bit. I mean, look.
I mean, damn. Look at you here. You were crying and shit. Bro, I wish we could have seen the warning signs or the red flags. Oh wait, I remember. He said, and I quote, "I'm literally going to do this when the opportunity strikes." And lo and behold, I took the opportunity and you have no right to be mad at me for it. Damn. I would've quit, bro. I honestly would've quit. Cause look at you, praying to God and shit. And then to make matters worse, you literally sat up here for 3 fucking months. All depressed, all brooding, all sad. Like this whole thing done fucked you up. To the point where you were going to give up everything. This whole situation fucked you up spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. That's pathetic, Bobby. See, I never would have let that happen to me. I would have gotten angry. I would have gotten revenge right quick. But you never did. You never got angry. When you did, you took it out on somebody else that didn't deserve it. When you got angry, the nigga that did this to you was already gone. What does that say about you, Bobby? Come on, Bobby, what does that actually say about you? That says that you ain't about shit. You ain't shit, you were never about shit to begin with. That's why I don't fuck with you. That's why I don't want you representing the BWO. That's why that TYS title is coming home with me. Because I'm exuding so much pressure on you. Those dreads you have on your head are probably gonna fall out due to the fucking stress, due to everything that I put you through. And you know what? You absolutely deserve every last bit of this shit, Bobby. Fuck you.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are the facts. I wouldn't lie to you. I mean, look into these eyes. Would I lie to you? Bobby, you have to accept these truths that I just laid out to you as facts. Otherwise, how are you going to survive in this life? Rest in peace, former TYS champion Bobby Miller.
Young Vagabond, you've come face to face once again with a familiar foe. A foe that obviously you're not afraid of because, I mean, you do parkour. Any nigga that does parkour clearly doesn't have a sense of well-being for his life. But you've come face to face with death. Your track record shows that I am your personal nigga reaper, Vagabond. I mean, look at the history. The TYS Championship, you tried to take it from me before with a bunch of niggas, and you died. Your Tag Team Championships, you tried to defend them against me and my partner, and you died. But this time, it's a little bit different, because you're here by yourself, nobody else around, nobody else by your side, to face death one-on-one. And this is a more personal encounter, because I can honestly tell you why you keep dying and why you're gonna consistently die every time you come face to face with the Reaper, nigga. And quite frankly, the answer to that is so simple that you already said it in your own words.
And then when you supposedly go for the kill, you take 10 steps back. For every moment of greatness that you have, it's always 10 steps back.
10 steps backwards every fucking time, Vagabond. Let me show you an example. You came in and you were spitting those dusty ass portrait mode ass promos, but we were still looking at you like, this guy has potential. So much so that DB took you up under his wing and you got a little bit better, but of course you haven't arrived yet, so we're still looking at this shit like, this guy has fucking potential. So instead of staying up under the wing of one of the most respected people in the promo division, what the fuck do you gonna do? You gonna join Arrow Reality with a bunch of bones, you stay complacent, and now we're still looking at your promos like, this guy has fucking potential. Even though you learned a few little editing tricks along the way. So, you have an opportunity to use that to your advantage when Era of Reality disbands and go solo and show the division that you can be one of the top names. And then what the fuck do? You gonna join Little Bro and them over in Mayhem like a dumbass and be another person in their group as well. And guess what? You're still spitting mediocre ass, complacent ass promos, and we're still looking at your shit like, this guy has fucking potential over a fucking year later because you keep putting lipstick on a fucking pig via editing tricks. You spit the most boring, mediocre ass promos. Hell, at this point, your vignettes are better than your promos. Who the fuck are you? WCW Glacier or something, nigga? And then you get opportunity after opportunity after opportunity laid upon your fucking lap. And what the fuck do you do with it?
You trip up, you stutter, stammer, you freeze up, you choke.
And that's why you're constantly trying to cross that brick wall that is the Iceman, Vagabond, because you know that you will never, ever be better than me. Even at my lowest point, I was still more relevant than your ass. Even though I was a shell of my former self, you don't even have a fucking identity of your own to even make a shell out of. So at your lowest point, you're just the same Vagabond that we're already used to. But I will give you credit for one thing.
You're not gonna be ready for Bobby. Bobby's gonna eat you alive.
You said it, nigga, not me. Good job on predicting your own death. So what you need to do is sit down, relax, and let me show you how to be a productive member of a dominant faction. One that holds all the fucking gold that Mayhem won't even get a lick of. We run this shit. Next Bobby, please.
Now, I don't want to be an I told you so guy, but I told you so. Mayhem, I've told you once, I told you twice, I'll tell you 1,000 times. Y'all ain't winning any gold. If you want to, I'll even tell you a little itty bitty secret. I kind of did tell one of the judges to give us a nice bump. So Y'all are formidable team. I will admit that till the day is done. But JR, you know I don't like you. And Krypton, you're not there yet. You're not at the pinnacle. But like I said earlier this evening, you are close. But that's as close as you're gonna get to tasting gold. So I'm excited that Mayhem is leaving this year without a single belt. And Delegation has all the gold dripped in it, as our newest member, the TYS champ, the Iceman, has said, now we had our ups and downs, but you are a champion, you are a fighter, and that is the kind of heat that we need in the Delegation from the Iceman. Little pun in there. I know you like that. So ladies and gentlemen, before I get into what's going on next week, just thank you all for tuning in, saying happy holidays, and staying out 365 days this year, since the promo division has been just busting butt, and I'm excited to see what is in store for next year. So next year we've got Minute to Win It. It's going to be an amazing contest going on Saturday, January 21st. So mark your calendars, because mine is already filled out up through Mania. So you got to catch up and see where I'm coming from. So next week we are going to start our King of the Mic tournament. And it should be Mayhem free, but because it's not, I'm going to do what I do best, and that's pit members against each other. Because why not? So our main event is going to be my former friend Punjabi Papi Dish taking on the newly named Buckshot. So we'll see if you go easy on your stablemate this time or not, bud. And our opening contest is going to be one Hezekiah Littlejohn taking on Lamarf. And if you've seen his promos before, they're a little out there. I'm not going to lie, it's a little out there, it's a little freaky, but we just, high hopes. I have high hopes that the new year, new Lamarf, hashtag gimmick change. If you're not in the BWO group, it's a lot of weird stuff going on there with a couple of people, but I'm not going to name drop. But Hez always finds a way to heads up the situation and make you think. So it will not be sponsored by Sprite Cranberry. I know we tried a lot of things. Best we could do is Blue Chew, but we are making our way there to the top, so we can get you to help us by liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting on this page, BWO Promo Division on YouTube, on Facebook. Share it up, tell your friends about it. So this is going to be one for the ages. Also, in addition to is this for real? Oh my god. All right. I had three goofs at the most this year. I've been through a lot. I have sacrificed a lot, and you're telling me RAMBOA is hosting next week? I'm fine. It's fine. I'm not upset. It just, I made the council, and they have the audacity. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Have a good night. I'll see you all next year.
Hey guys,